Hello again. Right, you know the deal by now. If you're familiar with the channel, I have to set everything up because I am bad at doing this. I'm not a real YouTube streamer and I'm a fraud. So I need to take the time to get all the stuff out saying that I'm streaming. But if anyone is here early, then they get this panicked. This is loud. Make sure that's not too loud. I'm going to turn myself up a little bit. I don't think I can. I'm going to just turn that down a touch. I think that's probably okay. Just a touch. Right. Wroclaw coming out as well. Have I saved that? I don't know. Let's turn it down in the actual stream. It just seems loud. That's not usually how loud it is. That should be alright. Spent the whole start of this not getting the picture out, and instead fumbling around, which is just heritage of the channel, you know. Right. Here we go. We are live again. I'm going to put a lion and a panther on the actual post. There we go. It's on Twitter. Let's go on Reddit. Reddit's surprisingly good. Reddit's surprisingly good. I really thought that would be not a great place to promote this stuff, but it kind of is. There we go. Add in our thumbnail. Add in our link. Oh, I can only put one. That's kind of mad. I can only put in a picture or a link. I can't put in both. Right. Yeah. Not to a good start here, guys. If anyone is here, I appreciate it. I will get back to the chat in a second. If you're not here, then we're all good. Here we are. There we go. Isn't that great? Outstanding. Did I put that in red? I don't know if I even put that in. I don't think I even put that in the ELF one. I don't know if I put that in the ELF one. No, I did. I'm pretty sure I did. I think I did. Yeah, Shed 1 could, yeah, we're all good, right. Step 1 done. I do think Prague are kind of going to get beaten up in this one though. I'm not going to lie, I do have the prediction on there. I do think it's going to be, to be honest, because Prague are not good. Mate, Ice wearing 13 looks weird. Used to be wearing 11, but 13 looks kind of like it. Who was wearing 11 for them this year? I'll check that out. Right, YouTube link on Instagram. Presented by First Down Mag. Outstanding. Oh, Prague gonna get that first win. Maybe. Possibly. You know, maybe. We could see it. It's a possibility. I've got to get the lighting all sorted. I think we're all good. Let me check the streams live. Yes, it is. Everything looks fine. And we are bang on timing, which is good. Okay, right, don't worry. Don't worry. Just my other tab. I'm going to put Leftpedia, and if I need the stats. Hopefully my computer does not break. Because when I was watching the Paris game, it kind of did. It kind of did. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. We are good. We are good. Why is that so loud? Like, I've nearly got it muted. Yeah, for some reason, it's like incredibly loud. Cool. Let's have a little sit down. Oh, did I not bring my Cokes? I don't think anyone's here yet, so I can get my Coke, but I might have to do that very quickly. Yes. Maybe I'll put something in the chat. I think we'll be alright. Where did I put? I swear I brought them up. Did I not bring them up? Am I an idiot? I'm going to need them. Best to do it now rather than in a minute. I'm also kind of hot, so I can take my jumper off at the same time. And now my Xbox controller is dead. Things are not going well. What's up, Ricardo? Oh my goodness. We're all over the shop, fellas. We're all over the shop. I've got no beverages. It's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong. I bet you're a little bit devastated about the current situation. Losing in the derby. That must be a tough one to swallow. You know what? I'll get myself me beverages at the end of the first quarter. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Oh, I've got to put my poll up. I mean, the poll should be quite convincing, but I'll put the poll up. Prague or Wroclaw. There we go. Yeah, I mean, it was a weird game. I thought it was quite convincing. I never really felt like the Vikings were in massive amounts of trouble. Like, Raiders are just kind of the best of the rest. Like, they can beat everyone. I'd like to see them in Frankfurt. I think that would be a good game. Or them in the Bravos. One of those games I think would be entertaining. But this game, I'm predicting to be quite like all of the games this week, you know, in this second half of the day, weekend rather, they're all quite one-sided. I know we saw the games earlier. Paris, I think everyone knew they were going to beat Hamburg pretty badly. They made it difficult in the first half, but they came out of it in the second. And obviously the Indroners. My ice. Oh! I don't think that's going to be a fumble. I don't think that's going to be a fumble. First play, swing out to Adams. And the ball comes out. Or is it Zozo? I don't think he had possession. But that would be pretty crazy. No, the Surge wouldn't be interesting. In my opinion, I think the Surge are the best team in the league. I think the Surge are too much for the Raiders. I think the Raiders would be better matched up with someone like Frankfurt or Bravos. You think they're calling it a fumble? They're doing a brief review. Okay. That was fuck. You know what? While they do the brief review, I'm going to get myself some Pepsi because I completely forgot to do it last time. And they're doing a booth review. So I'll be back in like 13 seconds because this is not the best way to start the stream. No, the Vikings versus Surge would be a very good game. Don't worry, fellas. Don't worry. I miss nothing. We're all good. Yeah, I think the Frankfurt looks so bad though. Like they don't look good at all. I mean, they benched Luke. I know he was injured, but you know it's not a good look. Right, let's settle down now. We've got everything we need. Incomplete pass. Yeah, so it's an incomplete pass. Makes sense. I think you'd be hard pressed to make that a fumble. I think that would be quite harsh on that to be a fumble. Right, well, not the best of starts for either team, you know. I'm going to put a hat on as well. My hair's a bit of a mess. I'm a little bit all over the shop today, guys. Second time running, they get Bote Moreno the first down. There we go. I am now settled. That was a loud ass crack. I think we'll have a lot less people in this stream today, just due to the game being probably not the most high level. But I need to watch the games anyway, so I may as well do it with people. It's Matty Ice. Bad at the line. Ooh. They haven't blown the whistle, but it was very clearly a forward pass. Okay, I think that was a blown the whistle. Yeah, weird start. We already had a booth reviewed fumble and a tip that went 20 yards in the air. Yeah, it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because a lot of people were saying about the blowouts and stuff like that, but when you start introducing like a tanking system, it could be quite difficult to manage that. Because I mean, even if we do like my power rankings from this week, someone like Milan was, I think, 13th or 14th, so they were like 4 away, hypothetically, from, I don't know, maybe you do it as like thirds. You do like the top third, middle third, and a bottom third. And then they each get their own individual kind of rule sets, or import rules. Because if you didn't, you can't, obviously you can't do a draft. Like, in the future, like 20 years in the future, maybe. Maybe. But right now, it's not much of an option. There's David for a good gain. Yeah, like, there is potential to do a draft in the future, but it's so far away. Like, I'm talking like 20 years when Europe it's fully professional. All these athletes are making like really solid money. That's like the only way I could really see that happening. So I think kind of got to maybe try and work around doing it with the bottom third or last place gets X amount of imports. Yeah, I don't think so either. It'll be like 50 years. Like, it would have to be when you have academies everywhere. Like, they'd have to have like an NFL academy, for example, in like Germany, or one in Switzerland, or one in Sweden, you know, which isn't going to happen, but there would have to be that level of football. I don't think it's possible either. I'm just spitting ideas. I think it would have to be kind of like a last place gets this amount, 16th through, like 17th through 15 get this, 14 through 10 get this. Yeah, like the value to the homegrown. Some teams value homegrowns more than others. Like some homegrowns are on good money. Like, I'll tell you that. Some of the best homegrowns are on very comparable salaries to Americans because they are so valuable, especially in like a team like German teams. I agree. Yeah, you don't want it to become more like the GFL, where you can have 20 import players and it's perfectly fine. I don't want it to be too much like that. And the good thing about ELF is it develops European talent. So you don't want to like have just a bunch of. I reckon maybe extra E's would be good, as opposed to extra A's. I think extra E's could be good. I think that makes sense. Yeah, agreed. Like Hanny in Switzerland. He's a great interior lineman. It's kind of really hard to replace that in Switzerland. I've moved away. Like originally, I thought maybe you could add another American, another 2 Americans. The more I've thought about it, the less I would like more Americans because then it's going to divulge into the GFL. I think more Europeans. I think you get 8 Europeans or say 10 Europeans for maybe someone like Milan or Helvetic or the Enthroners. And then it promotes the growth of European players still, you know? Like it's not too dependent on the Americans. You get a couple more European spots. You get more players from like Sweden and from the UK, from Denmark, teams that, countries that don't have a team. I think that would be the way that I would do it now. You asked me a month ago, I probably would have some more Americans, but now I'm leaning on more Europeans. That is on the video list of things to do. I've got like a whiteboard on my door here. I need to make like a list of videos. That's actually not a bad idea. I might do that on stream today if this game becomes a bit of a blowout. I've watched have a drive-in. Yeah, like if you put 6, say the original idea, yeah, they have to get paid for sure. Everyone in this league should be paid. Even if it's just like $50 a month to be a practice squad, I still think they should get paid. Because not all of them are. There's some guys that are not paid, or at least if they are, maybe pennies. They got some Wildcat shit going on there. Norwood, well, Norwood with a down to like the 1 probably. Oh, they call it a touchdown. Norwood with the Wildcat. Panthers open the scoring up. Yeah, they have to get paid. Most people, if not 95% of athletes in this league are paid. But some of them might just be locals. I don't know. I'm live. It says I'm live. It's streaming though, innit? So you never really know. Because I'm watching it now and it gets feeded through YouTube. So, YouTube's a little bit delayed. But for me, it's currently at 10:15. But then by the time it gets through to YouTube, it might be a bit different timing. But I would like to see more Europeans. I think that's a good idea. I'll get to that on whiteboard. The pen on my whiteboard's kind of like dried though. I haven't used it in a while. So I've got a ton of evals I want to do, obviously. Because that's the ones that are fun to make. They are very time consuming, but they are fun to make. And I want to do like a collapse of the Dragons and the collapse of Hamburg videos. No, damn. That's a shame. That is odd. Yeah, my one's still at 10:15. Mine was a little bit, maybe a little bit behind. Maybe it's just because England, I guess, or Wi-Fi. Dude, a massive KFC outfit. Love that. Interested to see Prague too with the QB change. How much of an impact that really has had. It's going to be a debatable one because the offensive line still hasn't improved. How much can he really do behind that kind of offensive line? Decent return. So what they got? Joseph Shinotta. Right, what's his... Oh, I forgot his name now. I'm blanking on his name. That's not very good analyst stuff of me. Played Mexico. Oh yeah, it's two Mexican league quarterbacks playing against each other in the ELF. Obviously, Matty Ice is a European League of Football vet. So what they got? He's got his work cut out for him because this offensive line ain't good. Zuleka. He's so physical, Zuleka. He's absolutely a monster. But 4 yards. Tyrus Johnson Fish is injured too, right? Damn, so even without a knee import, they got to spend that on an offensive lineman, you'd think. Dropped. Yeah, because if Prague get, Tyrus is injured, bring an offensive lineman, because believe it or not, there are good free agent offensive linemen still out there. Good, they could, they've got the tools to win a game or two. So in the preseason, I still think they've got a couple people. Fields Jackson's actually been a pretty decent receiver. I didn't think he would be very good, but he's been solid. Got Redeem. Gonna run for it. Alright. Good run. First down. He looks big, damn. He looks like a stocky quarterback. That's good running. Good physical running. Gets the first down. Like that. Because I haven't seen much tape on him. I've seen a little bit, his highlight reels and whatnot. But not a crazy amount, Perkins. There's AJ. He's definitely Defensive Player of the Year so far. He's been absolutely incredible. Yeah, he really did. Like he's got such a good football IQ. I want to know how many hours of tape AJ watches per week. Because it just seems like he knows. He's like Luke Kuechly out there. Seems to just be calling out plays left, right, and centre. He's coming off the edge, dropping back into coverage. Read the screen, like again. Nope, you know what I mean? The fact that he reads it so well. It was incredibly good. Has to be Defensive Player of the Year. So far. Yeah, honestly, I think you're probably right. You're probably right. He's jacked. He's really good at play reading. And I've never been to Poland, but I don't imagine there's a crazy amount to do in Wrocław. It's not like the biggest city in Poland. There might be some stuff to do, I'm sure. But, oh, going deep. Overthrew it. Overthrew it. Nothing on there. Fourth down. Now, for Prague. They had one or two things, you know. The offensive line still ain't great. You know, still not good, to be honest. It's going to be a tough one for them to break through. I do struggle to see where they're going to get points. Oh! Phil Jackson with a nice hit. Phil Jackson with a fucking good hit on the punt return. This game barreling in. Nicely done. Actually forced the ball out, but I think he was already down by contact, but damn. Yeah, he was definitely felt down by contact, but it was a great hit. Yeah, he was in Innsbruck, he was in like Dresden. He's been in Europe for like 10 years, I'm pretty sure. Edgewan's been everywhere. Let me have a little look back at his Let me go with football. Football's damn good for this kind of stuff. Ooh. Wentland. I still don't know why they're playing Daniel at corner. They really should be playing him at safety. Right, so he has been everywhere. So he hasn't been there 10 years. I was a little bit overzealous with that. Came to Europe in 2018 with Dresden, and 2018-19 was with Dresden. And then 2020 was with the Kubiko Steelers. 2021 was with Swaco Raiders. 21 he went back to Dresden. 22-23 was with Leipzig. And then when the Kings folded, he went to Wrocław, but he stayed there this year as well. He's a Maple Bowl champion. He's an Austrian Bowl champion. He's a German Bowl champion. He's a multiple-time GFL All-Star. And an ELF All-Star as well. Yes, I do. 3-game suspension. Unless they're released. And then it don't count. Matty Ice, we're getting physical with it. Let's go Matty Ice. Yeah, so usually it's 3-game suspension. But like for example, if like I don't know, just throwing a name out there, if like Alberto Adechi decided he wanted to leave the Raiders and went to Milan on his own volition, he would get suspended for 3 games. If Adechi got released by the Raiders and then signed with Milan, then fine. Yeah. Yeah, Sandro had to wait. But I don't think they really need Sandro, to be honest. And Bonatti's been great. I don't think they need Sandro. And that sounds crazy to say. But Bonatti's been one of the more reliable backs in the league so far. If he got released, then he's fine to do whatever he wants. Yeah, it's just But if he refused to play and then left, suspended. But yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't think it's actually changed this year. I think you're right. I think it was the same last year. Can't recall. I don't think we've actually had anyone do that. That I remember. I don't think we've ever had anyone like leave and then try and join someone else. But that's a beast. The Raiders just make good running backs. I don't know who the running back coach is or if it's just something in the water over there, but they make good running backs. Good catch. Decent catch. Moving some chains. Maybe. Like 3rd and 1. It's a good defensive stop as well, you know. Yeah. Yeah, so let them develop. Got Tonko. How's it, Flo Graham? It's a good running back coach. Good to see. Good to see. It's always like, wherever country you go, there's pretty much like one coach is really good. In the UK, it's probably Gavin Collins, an offensive line coach. He's like a legend. Running back slips on 3rd and 1. That's so tough. That's so tough. 3rd and 1, you slip. That's good. Good for him. He's doing good for the country. Doing good for the development. He's a first... Yeah. Oh, okay. Interesting. I'm about to read up a little bit more about him. You got Sandro, you got Bonatti, you got Tonko. You got Hansavanta's even a good running back. A ton of talent. Oh, Burrell maybe getting a bit too greedy on the punt return. Loses a couple yards on it. Innsbruck is absolutely on the place I want to visit most. Like, the stadium I want to visit most, Innsbruck, 100%. Not even close. Let me Google Florian. Raiders Tyrrell. My Ice stepping up. Down in the middle. Good pass. Here he is. Alright, let's have a little read. It is in German. That's not a good start. Do not read German. AFL top scorer. Oh, damn, he's from the early days. But he played for a while. AFL top scorer in 2002. And a Euro Bowl MVP in 11. Like, he's been around the block. He played for the Swarco from 94 to 2012. That's crazy. Like, I can't read all of it because I'm on my phone, so it doesn't auto-translate. Wait, can I auto-translate it? No, I can't auto-translate it. I'll read it on my laptop later. But damn. What a legend. And he's still an assistant coach too. What a guy. Yeah. I'll probably do that now actually. Oh, nearly picked, so I won't have the chat available to me while I look this up. Florian. Let's have a look. It's got Wikipedia, which is already pretty crazy. We'll look on his Euro players as well, see if it says where he's at. So he's currently the offensive coordinator, head coach. Oh, yeah, it's going deep. Cat spa, can't read it then. Too short. So he's got EFAF Cup, he's got 3 Euro Bowls, he's got 4 Austrian Bowls. He's been running, so 11, 12, and 15 he was running back coach, offensive coordinator. Offensive coordinator, 5th place in the World Championships, China. Damn. I didn't even know they did that in 2016. Offensive coordinator, European champions. Yeah, he's been around. I'll take his Wikipedia now, it's in English. Oh, it's still in German. Why is it still in German? What a legend. We should always look at his numbers. AFL have a stats page, don't they? Yeah, there we go. Already got it saved. That's how much I'm looking at stats. I've got AFL stats websites saved up. Right, let's go for like leaders. See if I can go back in time. I mean, Tonko, damn, I didn't know Tim was doing that well in the AFL this year. He's got 675 yards. He's 3rd in the league. That's pretty impressive. Right, I want to look at archive. That's where I want to go. Right, can I go real far back? I can. I can go back in time in AFL. I'm doing this. Right, Russian leaders. We'll go to like 2014. He was playing in 2014. Swaka. Oh, I think I can only go to 2014. He's not here in 2014. That's a damn shame. So yeah, man. The stats only go back to 2014. Oh, first down by Prague. That's it for championships out in the club's history. To success, we've had to various NFL training camps. That's cool. That's who he really was, Sandro before Sandro. Shame he got injured though. Yeah, the AFL archive only goes back 10 years, which is a shame. But it's a hell of an archive. Like, I love the AFL stats. Unless I can go like look at their roster from back in the day. See if I can find like even older stuff. They gotta have his number retired or something, surely. Yeah, he's not on like the old roster sheet. I mean, it sounds like he's pretty good at coaching too. He's got Tonko that's come in and he's a beast. You got Bonatti. Obviously Sandro's the big one. Good for him. Yeah, what legend. European Hall of Famer, probably then. There's not really a... The problem with Europe, you know, there's so many different leagues, everyone kind of has their own Hall of Fame. I'm assuming the Austrian League has a Hall of Fame, it's been going around for a while, so... Yeah, Prague still Struggled in the first quarter to move the ball. We kind of thought that would happen. This is more of just a meet up and a chat while we watch the game in the background, talking about older ex-players. But Prague still, they got potential. They're only 7 down. It's not like they're 20 down. Always going for a shot. Oh, great catch by Janota. Good job. Janota's a beast. I've been a fan of Janota for a while. He's one of my Rookie of the Year picks last year. Yeah, I can see him scoring too. I mean, they scored last week without a quarterback, so we know they can score, you know. I know it was a long run, but they can score. That's a good throw, even with the hit. Great tracking on the ball by Joseph. I'm not sure if this is true, but I heard Joseph played like for Prague a couple of years back with like 2 broken hands or something ridiculous like that. Like, I think he's one of the toughest receivers in the league, from what I've heard from like people within the organization and around the organization. Stuff. Who's that? Phils Jackson? They playing Phils Jackson at running back? They definitely shouldn't be playing Phils Jackson at running back. He's not running back type build. But no, that's not. Is that 0 again? Who is that? It kind of looks like Merrill again, but it's not Phils Jackson because he looks shorter than Phils Jackson. But they got Merrill back. That's kind of weird. Like, funny in a weird way. They released him and then brought him back like a week later. 2 weeks later. Pressure. Throws it. No flags. Interesting call. Surprised that's got no flags. I mean, he's ripped his glove to pieces. Damn. I want to know, is that Merrill 0? Like, I can't see his jersey. He's going in and out. He plays at running back, so I did see why not. But they didn't put about him re-signing, I don't think. Rainbow in it. Ah, lucky. Cool, but nothing. Yeah, some of the rare. I know that was something in like the preseason. I was talking to a couple players, and they're like, yeah, some of the refs are good. Some of the other refs aren't so good. No, that's quite a bland way of saying about it, but. I can't see what refs are actually on the field, but there's like that younger fella, he's probably in his like 20s or 30s. He's a pretty good ref. You got an older cat that was refereeing the... What game was he refereeing yesterday? Was he refereeing? Oh, they scored a field goal. Let's fucking go. I actually didn't even expect them to make that. But Prague have scored. Which is pretty interesting. Oh, there's been so many lost timeouts. Like the coaches are challenging so many kicks, but there we go. Prague are on the board. That's true. Some of the challenges, though, are a little bit ridiculous. Like, they'll challenge it, and it's like, that was very clearly a touchdown or very clearly a fumble or something like that. We're seeing teams challenge a lot and lose a lot of their the timeouts just due to kind of, not misguided, but just a bit like, really? You going to challenge that? Prague on the board. Still very much within a reasonable range to win. Do I think they're going to win? Still, I'm not so sure. But my prediction's basically gone out the window. I mean, both of these teams have been poor. Wroclaw have an argument for being like the most disappointing team of the year. Them and obviously Munich. Munich have been awful. Yeah, I think, and again with Wroclaw, that they've had so many QB changes. They've had so many Q. They were on the third Q quarterback in 6 weeks. Let's see what they got. Pressure. Oh, he's blasted. Is that Brooks? No, it's not Brooks. That was a good sack. Real good sack. Oh, yeah, Starry. He's a good player. I'm just saying, this game is getting kind of good. This game is getting kind of good. Second and 16. Tipped. Third and 16. I've been saying, man, this Prague defense is better than people give it credit for. You've got starting Alabama safety. You've got James Brooks, who's one of the most underrated defensive linemen in the league. You've got some decent Czech talent, you know, like Alexander and Chris as well. Two good Czech players. His defense has some redeeming factors. Oh, can he hustle down to it? 4 down. Like there is some definite talent on this Prague team. It's just the offense has been awful. That's the problem. This team is so fixable. This team is so fixable. Yeah, that'll be a legal man downfield for the screen. I would go heavily on recruiting offensive line. First of all, I'm raiding the Black Panthers and seeing what I can find there. And the Gladiators, because there's some good talent on both of those teams. Especially Jakub at corner. That would improve the team already, just getting in more of those Czech talented players. So Magic was Magic. Ooh. Prague and Wroclaw are close. Kind of close. Nothing crazy's happened in this one so far. It's just been kind of, you know, a little bit back and forth, both kind of stalling out. Nothing insane. Hamburg and Paris was close for a bit, but like second half, not really. Well, not at all. It's been a quiet days. I haven't watched any of the Berlin versus Inter game either. It's just a mess. We're just talking about how I would rebuild the Prague Lions. But I'd also recruit on the offensive line. You know, I'd get Burgess in, probably. You know, because Tyrese is out. I don't think you need 2 running backs. You know, you got Adam. I get why they brought in 2 running backs, and I thought it was a good idea at the time because of injuries, but Adam seems to be fit. So I think you can now distribute that E to be on the offensive line rather than the running backs. But apart from that, Jamal, it's been a quiet one. How's your hangover? I'm sure you were partying last night. Partying like it's damn 1999 after that win. Let's have a look at the other scores in. Yeah, Ryan had taken an easy lead. Tonga for a rush. 2 rushes for Tonga so far. Surprise, surprise. He's my MVP favourite at the moment. Dude is killing it. I'm so excited to see Bravos versus Frankfurt as well. I think Bravos versus Frankfurt is going to be such a good game. No, what am I talking about? Not Bravos versus Frankfurt. Paris versus Bravos. Yeah, like I saw it was like 47-0. I watched the bits of the Frankfurt one. I've watched the first little bit, and I watched the fourth quarter of the Frankfurt versus Bravos game. What I meant was I want to see Bravos play Paris. That would be a good game. Yeah, no surprise, Matt. All perks gone down. Trying to hydrate. Yeah, yeah. Don't forget to eat bread. It soaks up the alcohol. It's Matt Bressington's top tip. Is that bread soaks it up. AJ's been a beast too. But that's not really not really a shocker. So far, I think Glenn's my MVP. AJ's my defensive player of the year. Who would I have as an offensive player of the year? Probably Hennessy. Hennessy offensive player of the year. There goes Perk, good run. 3rd and 14. Oh, he got like 13 yards out of that. That was a damn good run. Perk has got that fucking animal in him. I like that. Yeah, Luke. I don't know if I call it benching. It was kind of weird. Like he didn't start the game. The commentator said before the game that he was injured and he was only kind of playing if they needed him. And then they started getting beaten up quite badly, so Luke came in. And then Luke played poorly. So you could call it a benching. You could call it them being more conservative, just taking care of his injuries, then bring him on, and then he played poorly. 4th and 1. Prague here. Called a timeout. Yeah, he threw another pick six. Who did he throw the pick six to? It was to... And fucking Pablo got another touchdown. All the players I've made those big videos about, most of them, this year, I think have all done really well. Let me have a look. So, Chad has done well. Serge have not played this week. Serge should play this week, so the jury's still out for that one. But Pablo has played incredibly well. Katzper had a bit of a breakout in the last couple of weeks. Shehi Giuseppe finished really strong. Flamor Zimon's had a good year. Now, all those like big... Flores Calderon's had another good year. Dusan Ivanovic's had a great year. Ken Hikes had a good year when he's not being cut, because that was just a stupid move. Nitzlander, and obviously did the eval on him, and he's done pretty well. I did John Owens, he's just been released, but I don't really know why they released it. Oh, Jane Embry's a good call. Michael's close to retiring. I don't know if Luke and Michael will come back. Yeah, losing Michael would be a massive shame, because Michael's still at the top of his game. Luke's not at the top of his game. But Jane Embry, for a case for a defensive player of the year, is a really strong suggestion. Yeah, because he left you. Jalen has been so good. 2 pick sixes. I think he got 4 picks. And he's had picks that have been like removed from him. Like he picked off the Ryan Fire, but it got taken back. Jaden's been dominant. Oh. Sacked. Perkins been sacked. You cannot tell me that you're happy he left and he's played so damn well. The Raiders could use him about now. This is another player I need to do. Maybe an eval on. Some people have told me to do him. Oh damn, some beef. I don't think I've ever actually talked to Jalen. I think maybe once or twice, but nothing serious. I don't know if I have actually. I don't know if I've talked to Jalen. I don't think I have. I got no beef with Jalen. Yeah, I've never talked to Jalen. Not on Instagram anyway. It's worse from this year. I put my eval of him in yesterday. Well, he's from Barcelona, Jamal. He's from Barcelona. He played for the Buffaloes. Sup, SH? I am good. I am good. I'm very good. Watching good football with good people. Can't complain. Yeah, I did my. Let me link that. So I did an article on Pablo years ago. So I've known Pablo Araya for a long time. This is one of my first pieces. That's one of my first articles I wrote. I think it was within the first 10 or so articles I wrote. No, he's a Barcelona guy. I'm sure Barcelona kind of go ahead about it. When did I write that? That was a while ago. I think that was when he was still 17. So it was at least 4 years ago. Yeah, you said to me you didn't watch my eval on him, Jamal? They're in 13. He's going to run for it, which is an interesting call. Got about 6. It's going to be a tough 4th down. AJ on the tackle again. Surprise, surprise. I've become so desensitized from just AJ making tackles. Fourth and 7. Just past a half, so I'm probably going to punt this one, you'd expect. 100 passing touchdowns for Zach too. Man, what a legend. First ballot ELF Hall of Famer already. I wonder who the first ELF Hall of Famer will be. Because the ELF has to make a Hall of Fame. I think Zach's probably the first person I put in that, to be honest. Yeah, the 20-0 already. I said it was 14 last time I checked, but I kind of knew they would be quite convincing with that game. I didn't expect them to be winning. That's why I wanted to watch this one. I thought it would be a blowout, but I also wanted to see Matty Ice because I like Matty Ice, and I wanted to see Perkins. It's battle of the LFA quarterbacks, isn't it? But currently, both teams kind of struggling to build much off of it. Wasn't a great ball. That ball kind of died of momentum. You know what I need to do? I need to make a graphic of things to do. I'll probably do that after the stream of like things to do. So, because I actually want to plan out the evals I want to do. Because I keep saying I'm going to do all these evals and I've not got around to doing it. Or like, you know, they take a long time. DGAM 1, I'm starting the film study probably Tuesday. Because I'll do ELF Live Monday. I'll do the Power Rankings Monday. Also for the Power Rankings, I'm going to do the intro and the outro on my phone. So it's a bit better quality. But the video of me actually on the Power Rankings will be filmed on my laptop. Because the file size, when I try and record it on my phone, first of all, it takes another additional 5 hours to film. Or not film, but film and export and edit. Because like I said, I got to like do it on my phone and then put it onto this and put it the SD card into my laptop and download it all. Because the file is so big, it has to like, you know, so it'd be a little bit worse quality on the actual picture of me, but it should be fine. It shouldn't even really be noticeable. Yeah, I think I picked the most competitive game. I think you're right. Yeah, maybe. I was a bench player, bro. I wasn't very good. Yeah, Raiders and Vikings was a good game. I enjoyed that. But I said it to Ricardo earlier. I feel like Vikings were always just quite comfortable in that one. I didn't ever feel like the Raiders were going to really win. I felt like they were just quite comfortable. You drove the whole day? Jeez, where'd you drive from? Innsbruck's not easy to get to. I say as someone who's not been to Innsbruck but has been to Austria. Punt again. I've been saying this Prague defense is underrated, man. They've just had so many offensive issues. But this Prague defense is underrated. It deserves more credit. Deserves more credit. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to write down the plan, right? So this is going to be my hopeful weekly schedule. I'm going to do Monday, we do power rankings, because that's just what we do. Yeah, I love Vienna, man. Vienna's my favourite city I've ever been to. But that is a hell of a drive. Tuesday, we do the Hannah wins. Oh, additional 15 for free. So Monday power rankings, Tuesday Hannah wins. That's just kind of what we do. Wednesday, I usually make the posters for. If you're on the ELF Reddit, you would have seen the posters that I've made for Degan. And then Wednesday, I also do like the starting of the collection of the tape. So I will no upload Wednesdays because I'll be tape and promotion and thumbnails and stuff. And Thursday, Thursday I think will be like a production day because those take a long time to edit. And then Friday, oh, good game. We get a sponsor. I suggest you go to Munich, see a game, travel to Innsbruck, see a game there. You go to Vienna, see a game there. Oh, brother, if I had money, if I had money, I'd be doing that. I'd sleep on a bus stop in a train station, or I would even buy a hotel. If I had the opportunity to do that, I would. I've slept rough before. I would be absolutely willing to sleep rough again if it meant I could travel the games. So most viewed ones are the power rankings. Most viewed ones are the power rankings every time. The how-tos do good but slightly less than the power rankings. And then the evals are really hit and miss. But it depends on if the player is interested in them. And because like Chad's video did really, really well, but I thought it was going to bomb because Chad didn't like put it on the stories or anything, which is fine. Like I don't expect people to. But like Pablo had really good support from like story sharing, so the video did pretty good. Yeah. Oh wait, the Vikings don't play in Vienna. I've been to like Vienna's the Vienna Vikings facility. I've been to that stadium. I sat in the stands and watched the under-19 games in 2022. So I know it's a little bit out of the way on the tube, but nothing too crazy. No, I don't get any money out of YouTube. So I actually don't get paid at all for any of my stuff that I do. Hopefully that'll change soon, but for current state, I don't get money for YouTube. I don't get money for the podcasts and shows I'm on. I don't get any money for my writings. We're working on it. We're working on it. But as of now, I don't get paid for anything I do. YouTube, you need a certain amount of watch hours. Within a year, you need a certain amount of watch hours to get paid. I'll tell you about it now. Let me go on my YouTube while that sack happens. So you need 1,000 subscribers, which I have, which I appreciate everyone for. And then you need 4,000 watch hours in the last 365 days. I have 1,800, so I'm about just a little bit under halfway. Like, if I have a video blow up, then I do alright. Yeah, I need about double the watch hours currently in the state of the year. That's one of the reasons why I was doing live streaming like this, is because I get a good amount of watch time out of it. I get to watch the tape, and I get to talk to people about football. So it's like a win-win-win. And Friday I'll try and get a video edited and out. So, and then Saturday is like live stream. So is Sunday. In the off season, I'm going to be doing so many evals in the off season. But Werner Neustadt, Ergo Arena's like 45 minutes. Damn, that's far out. I probably shouldn't say this. When I was in Vienna, I basically travelled for free for like the whole time because I didn't realise they don't check for your tickets in Vienna. Like in London, I'm not from London, but you know, I've been there 100 times. To leave the train station, you have to like tab your card off. But it's not the same in Vienna, so I just literally walked in and out like a whole week. It was great. Yeah, so people can give me money online. I'm not going to beg people for money because, you know, we're in a cost of living, especially in the UK, we're in a cost of living crisis. To do like stuff like that, I would need 3,000 hours of watch time. Good screen. Maybe not the best of screens. 1 or 2 yards. Yeah, to put like super chats and stuff, which I will do eventually on this channel, just if people did want to support. Because I know some people have said about it before, which I do really appreciate. I don't want to ask people for money, but if they do want to support, you know, I'm not going to say no. I need 3,000 hours of watch time. Can you imagine? Just sell feet pics. My feet are hot. I've got athletes, like, you know, broken hands, broken toes, black toenails, like all the years are getting like stamped on. Ain't no one buying only Matt. Ain't no one buying only Matt. Yeah, I need 3,000 hours of watch time on that. But it depends. Like I had the stream yesterday did really, really well. I thought the live stream yesterday was the best stream we've ever done in terms of watch hours, which was great. Oh, a bit of a wildcat. Didn't work very well though. And then the power rankings always do well because they're about 20 minutes to 30 minutes. They get good views. They get about, you know, 200 to 300 views. One blew up. Week 4 blew up and then you got 1,000 views, which was odd. I didn't expect that to happen. But that was great. And then the week, like the how to win ones, they usually do pretty decent. So they get like, you know, 200 to 300 views. And then evals are so hit and miss. They're doing better now because I'm getting a little bit more like recognition. People are starting to see my evals a lot more. It's like Pablo's one did really well. And Chad's one did really, really well. Oh, Perkins going for a shot in double coverage. Nothing. I do love making those evals. It just really depends on if they get the views. Because they're shorter. You know, they're only 8 minutes, 12 minutes. They're not very long. But they are probably my favorite. My favorite thing to make probably is the live streams because they're, you know, they get to talk to people. I like all the stuff I do. I don't want to make it seem like I don't like it. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't do it. The live streams are great because I get to talk to everyone. The power rankings are great because, you know, I get to talk just basically for 20 minutes. It's pretty much unedited. The how-tos are good because I get to like rewatch some of the games and just think about different teams. Oh, sacked. 3rd and 14. Take a sack. Unfortunate. And then the evals are great because I get to do it. But the evals take a long time. Evals will take maybe... Like, I can write a couple of evals a day. It's just, you know, the video takes a while to make and stuff like that. Yeah, I've thought about that too. It's just shorts are very on YouTube, especially like they're just so incredibly hit and miss. Like even more so than the evals. Like the shorts, like I'll put them up and then they'll get like 50 views in like an hour, and I'll be like, oh great, and then they just stop pushing it. Like the Shihi Giuseppe one is a good example because that one did really well. The Shihi Giuseppe one did really well on TikTok. It got a couple thousand views on TikTok. And you know what is a really good example to how much players make in Europe, right? So that got 56,000 views on my TikTok. How much players make in Europe? This exactly the same video on YouTube got 600 views, which is good, but for a short, and it does it like this. So it gets shown in feed in the first 24 hours. So actually no, within 5 hours it got shown 1,300 times, and then since it's been shown about 100. So like it'll burst show your short, and then it will never show your short ever again. But that, yeah, like it did really well on TikTok, but it did bombed like terrible on YouTube. In comparison, because YouTube just doesn't show your stuff. TikTok is still showing that video because it just I still get likes in that video every day, and I don't make money here for the TikTok either because I've only got like 300 people follow me on TikTok. It's just where I put my shorts. Like for it to get 50,000 on one platform and like a couple of hundred on another. I mean, that one did well on Instagram too, because even though people were like, oh, I don't believe players are making $5,000. One or two players in this league are making $5,000. I'll tell you that for free. Like, yes, they are. Because people are like, oh, I play in this league and none of my teammates are on that much money. I'm like, what do you want me to tell you, man? There's a couple people in this league that are. Trust me, Abs. Trust me. Just trust me. Very true. Yeah, good point. But I like video, like the video game underneath my short, just so people watch it. The short content is good. I usually make a short content out of the I have a hard drive now on my laptop because my laptop is so clogged up that before I had that hard drive I had to like delete the video after I made it, so I couldn't make short content out of my evals. But now I actually have the hard drive, I can start like with Chad one, I can start making a little bit of promo before I put it out. I want to do like some, if I had like money to make these videos with, I would really like to do like mini docs. That'd be so sick. Like a mini documentary on a dragon's like fall and stuff like that. Football club in Austria, very low league, someone first. Really? Damn, it's a shame. I appreciate it, Ricardo, I really do. It's not so much the editing it's the problem, it's just I like to be thorough with the scouting. My editing is very basic. My editing is very basic, it's just the filming takes, like, if I'm trying to record in a high quality on my phone, like I said, I got to record it on my phone and then put it on my SD card, plug the SD card into that, download it from my phone to the SD card, put the SD card on my laptop and stuff like that. It just takes a long time. Like if I had like and obviously I've got my audio is being recorded on my laptops and I got to sync those up. Like if I had like a cool camera and stuff and I could plug that into my laptop, maybe in the future, if I get the watch time hours, or I get paid for my scouting or my analysis or something by the league or by a team, then maybe I'll look into, all the money I make from this would definitely get put back into the channel. Because it takes so long to download. I did it on OneDrive for a while, and one of the reasons, I think it was 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, because the size of the files on my phone, it took 6 hours to download from my phone to OneDrive, and then it took another 6 hours from from OneDrive to my laptop. So that's why one of the videos came out on a Tuesday rather than Monday, because the whole of the Monday was spent just staring at it just really slowly go up and down. Alright, we're halftime in this game, so I'm going to go over to the Centurions and Fire game, see what's up there. They're probably at a similar point in the half. Yeah, well, it was just a long process. But, you know, it will get better. You know, I'm still extremely amateur. I'm not a professional at this at all. Like, especially the production side of it. The scouting, I like to think my stuff is professional in the scouting side of it. But I'm not like ELF Network or like, you know, NFL Network. Yeah, I'll have to... Oh, Starlight. Isn't that in Starlight? Oh, Straight Connection. I thought you said Starlight. I thought that was Elon Musk's thing. Yeah, Apple does have one airdrop. My laptop isn't Apple. My laptop's HP Pavilion. Pavilion. They're in goal. And they fucked it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Starlink, but that's a disaster. Have you seen the like problems with Starlink? I don't think we even have Starlink in the UK or anything like that. But like they're clogging up space with like rubbish and like junk. Like Starlink is so bad for like the environment. It's unreal bad. It's just it's trying to find that, or just keep using SD card. And my laptop blue screens a lot. Like at least. So when I'm doing the power rankings, I expect at least 2 or 3 blue screens and like 4 restarts for my computer while editing. During the how-tos, I expect at least 1 because it's a little bit less strenuous. And then when I'm doing the evals, oh my god, when I'm doing a Chad eval, I think I had about 20 blue screens. That's one of the reasons why they take so long. Because my laptop is terrible. My laptop's very old. Like, it's done well. My laptop has done me very, very well. But it's like 7, 8 years old now, so it's definitely, like, I can hear it now. It's kind of, like, gassed. It's, like, struggling. It's not a bad idea. It's just I'd have to, like, link it up and wire it up, and I'd have to buy wires, stuff like that. And then my phone would die, and quite often during this, I'll get, like, people message me. Field goal's good. Centurions on the board. Streamlabs isn't bad. I have been meaning to look into Streamlabs. Yeah, like I got people talking to me about like, oh, can I play in the ELF and then play in the NCAA? So I got people messaging me about that, which is obviously a very difficult situation because I don't know the answers to that. People play the GFL. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. But my phone would die halfway through. What if because you know I got to plug that in with the charging cable. What if it dies halfway through? We've streamed for 3-4 hours here. I think my phone would die so quickly. It would be good. I'd love to do it. I'd also love to get like a real camera. My microphone's a decent quality, so that's good. I don't think my microphone's that bad. I think it's alright. Damn. Is that Bug Night? That's not Moon, that's Marlon. It's fast as fuck. Oh, he forced a fumble as well earlier in this game? Jeez, Marlon's on fire. Yeah, I mean the webcam is decent. I think it does the job, you know. Oh, taking a shot over the middle. Nice. Let's go, Jay, close personal friend of the channel. Yeah, I would love to make money off of off of YouTube. Trust me, I'd love to make money off of YouTube. It'll make life a lot easier. That's for damn sure. But at the moment, trying to get like a permanent deal with a team or with the league. That's what I want to do. Either like this become something that is associated with the league and I get paid for doing it. That'd be awesome. Or you know, ELF Live and stuff like that. You know, being a full person of the ELF, that'd be great. Or just being part of a team. Nice catch. Round 5 driven down this field in like 4 plays. This is going to be another time. Oh, it's going to be a pass. Easy as you like. That was like a rapid drive. That was like a minute. Really? Fabrics reminds students scan with 100,000 people sending donations. Looking at it. It's a good idea, actually. I have thought kind of about like during the season or during the off season, like streaming scouting. I have thought about that, but I could do that on Twitch. You are right. It's a good call. Because I know that you left live stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So that'd be good. That's a good idea. That's a real good idea. I might do that as like maybe that could be like a day thing, or like an off-season thing. You know, maybe I'd do it on a Monday after, or maybe I'd do it on like a. Yeah, maybe. Alright, here's a thought. Hold on, here's a thought. Let me get my pen back out. Alright, how's this for a thought? Because the games are all done usually pretty early for the ELF. So I'll normally do the power ranking order on tonight. So if I do like Monday, I have the release of the power rankings. Oh, but I don't want to do like a stream and a release in the same day, because then that'll be like too much and people would miss stuff. Twitch all here? Yeah, true. I mean, the ELF have probably better Wi-Fi than I do. At the moment you get paid with YouTube, you get to save money. And it'd be, I guess, be better for YouTube as well, because I'd have watch hours. But it's just, are people going to tune in for that? That's a big thing. We got a handful of people here today, 4, 5, 6 people. And then yesterday we had like, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that was pretty dope. But if I do like stream scouting, how many people are going to tune in for that? It's very niche. It's incredibly niche. Yeah, I think it would be better to do it on YouTube, because I already have an audience on YouTube. I've already got 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I already have, you guys come here on my channel on YouTube. Whereas if I made a Twitch, people would be, less aware. And I get to watch hours when people tune in as well. So it'll help towards the growth of the channel. Yeah, true. Yeah, the games today aren't great. I knew this wouldn't be like a fucking revelation of a stream. I'm going to watch the game anyway, because I have to, because it's what I do. So I might as well just talk to people and watch the game at the same time. This game's gonna end the half. Let's check back with Prague. Don't think they'll be out yet, but Oh my god, that's so loud. Please quieten down. Oh, okay. You'd have to have like a certain amount of numbers. weekends. People, you know, I've set up Patreon stuff, but people didn't really fuck with it. Yeah, like I did try and do a Patreon a while back and a Ko-fi, but people didn't really see the value in it. I'm gonna mute the highlights because that song is kind of annoying. The song they play at halftime over and over and over again. Not for me personally. Yeah, stream scouting is definitely something I've thought about doing. I have indeed. So it's just time, and if I do that during the year or during the off season, or maybe even just streaming the scouting process of players I'm currently already evaluating. Like if people will be interested in that, of when I'm doing the Degan Gomez scouting, if people wanted to literally drop in and talk to me about like when I'm doing that. But it's also, I don't think I could show the footage that I'm currently watching because it'd be copyrighted. I think I'd just about get away with having this little bit down here. I'm not sure where it is in terms of me pointing, but it's, you know, the scoreboard. Even that, I think I'm toeing the edge. Oh, mascot just got left on a high five. That's tough. Okay, they're warming up, so it shouldn't be too long of a wait. It is unfortunate the games today aren't great. They will get better. Let's have a look at next week, actually. I know we'll do this tomorrow and during the whole week process, but let's have a little look at what games we have tomorrow. Next week. Because I think there's some good ones, if I'm not misremembering. Game Center. Week 8. Right, so we got Prague versus Enthroners next week. Oh, I'm so actually invested in that. One of them has to win, right? You know, we got Cologne and Hamburg. That should be... Sorry, no, Cologne and Frankfurt. That should be Frankfurt pretty easily. Mercenaries and Vikings, I'm not watching, you know, that live. That'll be a blowout. And then the El Clasico, again, that should be a blowout. I'll definitely watch the Enthroners versus Prague. Yeah, I'll put some sound on it now. It's just they've yeah. Oh, you mean for the stream too? Yeah, it's a good idea.
On the pregame keys to victory for Prague, I said win on first down defensively. I think they've done that.
Yeah, that'll be a good one. Raiders Surges next week too. Yeah, so the first one I'll stream on a Saturday. I'll stream Enthroners versus Prague because one of them has to win, and that's entertaining. And yeah, Raiders versus Surge. Berlin versus Paris could be fun. And then Raiders versus Hamburg. Surge and Raiders would be interesting, but so would Berlin versus Paris. Fire and Hamburg, I think, should be more one-sided, because Fire should be quite comfortable. Maybe Raiders versus Surge. It's the first time the Surge have played someone that isn't like a terrible team, let's be honest. Because the Surge have been cruising. Surge have been cruising. They might get a bit too comfortable. Raiders coming off a loss, might want to prove something. So yeah, I might stream that game. Oh, that's not a good start for Prague. Starting to drive like the 10-yard line. That's never a good start. Yeah, streaming could be the way. Streaming could be the way. To be fair, even for watch time hours, like I have the stream here behind me, just so I can like make sure it doesn't go down halfway. So even I'm giving myself watch time hours, so it's a possibility. Yeah, I don't think they will. Mercs have a team, and the Dragons don't have a team really, because some of them just didn't play. Like the imports basically refused to play. The Vikings have just got too much for the Mercs. Yeah, the Mercs did get a win. I'm proud of them. Happy for Jamal. Not sure if he's here still, but I'm happy for Jamal that they got the win. But I can't see them doing the same thing against Vienna.
Philadelphia is someone that we thought coming into this ball game was going to have a huge impact. And like we said, we saw him already surpass.
They're going to struggle. They are really going to struggle. Warsaw was still overwhelming on the polls as favourites. Even still, it's 7-3. I want to see Prague win so bad, man. I still think Prague could beat the Enthroners. If it hours at 2 go. Yeah, you are right. You are right. Like those rain sounds for like sleep. You know, quite a lot of people listen to like rain when they sleep and stuff like that. Those videos make so much money because it's easy, right? It's just a stream where you have rain effects for ever. That's a good question. I don't know. It was just one I bought off Amazon about a year and a half ago. I think it works okay. It's not too bad. It's a pretty good mic. It has like the whole tripod thing, but I don't have anything that would support the weight of the tripod thing, so I just have to hold it. Because I'm basically on like the desk I'm on is very small and it's not very like sturdy. So if I put like the massive weight on it, it'll just break the wood. No, I'm gonna go on Social Blade. I know it's not the most like accurate for this kind of stuff. But I want to know how much money those like live stream things make. Oh, Devon. Right, sleep rain sounds. There we go. Let's Google that. We'll get on YouTube. Alright, so 11,000 people are currently watching, so that you can imagine the watch hours. Pure sleeping vids, that's what it's called. I want to know how much people make from this. Right, here we go. So this is the channel. So they're expected to make about $8,000 a month. $8,000 a month for nothing, you know. They just have sleep sounds on, and they make $8,000 a month. Should have called the Kings on the YouTube members. Jesus. And live stream hours are crazy too. You know, you only need 4,000 hours to then make money. I know a lot of those like people will have like Instagram pages and they'll post basically reposted stuff of other people's work, and they make like $20,000 a month of that too. They just offer like Instagram reels and like TikTok stuff. Panthers are kind of moving the ball up though. There's David. It's about 15-20 yards from him. Oh, damn good money. Damn good money. Especially for what? Doing nothing. All we got to have is the live stream up. That's not crazy hard, you know. Get some rain sounds. I think if you put the rain sounds on for like 2 hours. Yeah, there you go. Like 2 hours of rain sound. You put that on loop forever. That'd be great. And they quite often have multiple live streams at the same time. Yeah, I mean, like you say, yeah. Insane. Some people just make so much money.
And I also like what I'm seeing from Ticketmaster. If you're looking for tickets, you will find them on
It was pretty clever though, to be fair. You know, can't bash the grind.
also already on sale. With reversing of the
Side note, I'm very surprised this game is still tight. I had it 40-7 as my prediction.
handoff goes to Norwood on the
There's
outside.
Norwood. Those Jets are working so well.
Gets down to the 5-yard line.
Looks like maybe they might be
On this drive.
possibly starting to pull away.
Started inside
Maybe.
the 45-yard line of Prague, and they've now worked themselves all the way down inside.
Because they're getting there.
Nice mix of running plays here. It's been all running plays as we saw the end around right there.
And also, if I was scouting while on live stream, I absolutely would have to get someone to hold my mic. I could not scout while holding my microphone. That would be a nightmare. Because I'd be putting it down to write something. I'd be putting it down to track their position. Yeah, they do look tough. You're right.
Norwood in motion. He gets the end around.
Those Jets and end arounds have got the Panthers so badly.
Josiah Norwood out of cap.
That's Norwood's second one of those ones.
On the outside by Donati.
I don't know. I guess people, it's hard. It's maybe quite diluted. There's a lot of channels that do it.
They went back to the end around
If I'm just scrolling now,
for the touchdown.
there's one with 11,000, there's one with 8,000,
See the block on the edge.
one with 200.
The corner.
Oh my god. I mean, even this one, right? This one has 3 hours of sounds. 203 million views. And it's 3 hours long, and you can imagine a lot of that is going to be like, the watch time on that is going to be crazy because it's a sleeping video. Holy shit. And this person's live currently, and they got 1 million subscribers. Yeah, oh my goodness. So this channel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 current live streams. Each of which have like over 100, some have over 3,000 people watching. So 12 live streams, that's why more people don't do it. Why don't you put more on my front than possible? Well, like how do I have the actual? Yeah, it's in there. It's just heavy. Like the frame is heavy. Yeah, it's the watch time. It's the stuff that gets you money. Let me get this out. Yeah, so here's the actual frame. It's just a heavy frame. As you can see, it's pretty damn big. Like, I don't have anything to like. Where's the clasp? There it is. I don't have anything to clasp this onto. But like, yeah, I don't have like an available area. I have like a small part directly underneath my laptop. It's quite thin, so if I try and like, you know, it might break. Well, it will break because it's so heavy. Again, Subway. Yeah, that's a good point. It is the watch time. It is the watch time. So like Gangnam Style is what, like a 3-minute video? People who are tuning in now and hear me talk about that. But like if you got a live stream on that's like 3 hours long, people are gonna fall asleep to it. Fall asleep for hypothetically 8 hours or 6 hours. That's so much money because they're just gonna be they're basically gonna be falling asleep. The ads coming in. Unless I move my stream setup, I don't think I really have a place I could move it. Or I just try and balance this massive heavy metal frame somewhere. I'm just holding this now during the stream. Trying to look for like available places to put it. Because it would make it a lot easier if I went out to carry my microphone. My arm goes dead. You'll see me switch my arm over because my arm goes dead. I put myself through pain for the for these streams.
Third and about 4 coming up. That looked a little bit off in terms of the execution.
I mean, where could I put this? Is it like a ledge? Unless I nailed something into my wall. Sup, Khaled? How you doing, bro? It's not. It's literally. I'll try and find it on Amazon. Did I watch the race? What race?
8 minutes left here in the third quarter. Prague in a shotgun, hoping to avoid their second consecutive 3 and out. Perkins calls for the football. Here comes the blitz. Looks over the
Oh, nice. That was a dart. Man, so enjoyable.
Moving the chains are the lines on that one. Excellent throw and catch.
See, in the UK, like every Canada would testify to this. Everyone's so fucking sensitive. If I say like a corner or a D tackle or a linebacker or a receiver, if I'm like, I know they're a good player, people will be like either, oh, I haven't seen it. I am a Formula One fan, but I haven't seen it. I say fan, I am a casual. Lewis won, that's a surprise. I thought it'd be Max or maybe Lando. I didn't think that Lewis would win. Lewis has been kind of washed this year. Great catch. Redeem. Jeez. I mean, look on F1. Oh, so Max came second, Lando came third. Says session's still in progress, man. But it's not. Race is finished. Why is it not telling me? Just search up in Google. I'll be easier on it. Oh, bad run. Yeah, it's still run. Results final status run. That's weird. So Hamilton, Max, and a Piastri at 4. That's kind of a surprise. Sands at 5. Hulkenberg at 6. Stroll at 7. Albon at 9. Sargent at 11 is a surprise. Leclerc at 14. Tough. Oh, Perez at 17. And George Russell DNF. Gasly DNF. Tough. Right, let me also look on my previous orders from Amazon. If I can find it. No, I can't find it. Oh, shot. Incomplete. Tough. Well, Silverstone, I don't see... When I'm playing F1, I'm not a fan of Silverstone. That was close. Like, when I'm playing F1, I'm not very good at Silverstone. I'm really good at the Austrian track. I love the Austrian track. I like the Russian track. What are the ones? I hate the Dutch track. I'm very bad at Zandvoort. I really love Monza. I'm great at the Italian track. Basically, any of the really old tracks, I'm pretty good at. Any of the city tracks, like Azerbaijan, I'm terrible at. Oh, sacked again on third, but still, nah, they're out for orange. Right, let me think about where I could put this. This massive hunk of plastic and metal. It is good quality. Didn't you get 10 grand for that? And the chain? You still have the chain? Jesus, man. Pharrell still up. I don't know how he has such good balance. I'm not, like I said, I'm not very good. I'm like not very good at that game. I will not lie. I am not a very good player or racer on F1. I'll be the first to say it. I'm actually pretty bloody awful, but I enjoy it. You know, I use the you know, I'm not one of. Are you one of those people that like changes gears fucking manually? I bet you are too. If you bought a whole VR set and a race and stuff, you definitely change gear. I can't even drive, so. No, I'm going to do a pass game because it's going to be a blowout. And this one I thought would be a blowout a little bit, but I thought it would be a little bit closer. Juju?
As general manager of your own team, go now to fantasy.europeanleague.football.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad at F1. I think the race I probably have DNF'd the most, and trust me, I've DNF'd a lot, is probably Silverstone. Or Austin. Yeah, actually I'm terrible at the Austin race. Actually, yes, I'm all for the Austin race. They're like turn, you obviously go up, you go turn 1, you go down, and then across, and you got the little zigzag part. No. No. I will literally go in a straight line. Risk taking the obstructing the racing lines. I will literally just go straight forward.
Quick penetration by Brooks blew that play up from the start and ended up coming back to make the
I do need to think of a place to put this. So now you got me thinking now, Ricardo, about where I can actually use this, because I do want to use this. I am tired of like holding my microphone. And now you've reminded me how tired I am of holding my microphone. Oh, Norwood getting a bit risky with the reverse. Yes, what I mean, bro. I can massively respect it. Absolutely. Am I going to play you on any F1 game ever? Hell no. And if I did play you, I'm absolutely like trying to sabotage. I'm brake checking you. If you try and overlap me, I'm taking you out. Weed. I am not a massive fan of Isaiah Weed. He's been pretty poor. He runs a lot. He doesn't get the ball out. Also, his receivers aren't great. And his offensive line isn't great. But I didn't think that he would be like a superstar in this league or anything. Oh, that's such a good idea. If I had that kind of like mic, I'd so do that. If I ever like went anywhere, and I was like recording outside, I would definitely get like a little microphone on a hat for sure. Sam Sulek style. But until then, I've got this massive hunk of metal I keep looking around to try and put somewhere to fucking put it, that I could actually use it. It'd be a lot easier to not have to worry about holding my microphone. If you go back to my early stuff, you can see I used this. But also my desk was in a different place. Like if you're a fan of the channel, you know I used to sit over there. Can't really see it. I used to sit on the other side of my room. My room's very small. I used to sit on the other side of my room. It's a little bit darker, but I was very much just in a corner. For like, I was watching tape during the off season, especially like the start of last year. I was probably watching tape for 16 hours a day, give or take. So I was literally in a corner of my room, dark corner of my room, watching tape for 16 hours a day. And now I'm like kind of near the window, you can see with the light in. I can see out my window, and I got a nice view out my window. But when I was sitting there, it was just a wall. And I was just like, this is tough. So I needed to move my setup, otherwise I would have like, it got a little bit drowned out. Another dart. To be fair though, Perkins is looking decent. He is looking better than Kyrie Lyles. I ain't gonna lie. I was skeptical because, you know, how good can he really be behind a poor offensive line? But he's looking pretty good. I can't lie. He's looking alright. Maybe if I remove this, because this is just a dust, like this is just I'm not an expert on microphones. I am too, you know, I think he's looking alright. Ricardo, you'll be able to give me more of an insight. Is that 0? It's not Tyreek's, he's on IR. I can't really tell. Yeah, it is 0, yeah. Right, Ricardo, I need your advice. Is this really important? Do I need it attached to my microphone? I don't think I do, because I'm talking into it fine without it now. But do I need this? Is this imperative to the structural design? If it's not, I can get rid of it and lose some of the weight, because it is, you know, it's made of metal. And the chair's made of plastic though. There we go, perfect. So that's, there we are, excellent. So that's one thing less I need to worry about. Because it, unless I can, I don't have anything high up I can attach that to. I don't have anything at like an angle. Unless... Yeah, I mean, I eat on stream a lot, I ain't gonna lie. I eat on stream too much. Right, I'm gonna put my microphone down and try and screw this thing into the bottom of something. You currently have an injury, so it's not like anything's gone on too much. But I'm gonna try something.
European League of Football, the Watch brand stands for quality and durability with high precision. Euronic is the official technology partner of the European League of Football. It provides the tablets used for communication within the team. And if you're looking for officially licensed gear of the European League of Football, shop now on shop.europeanleague.com.
I don't think it's working. It's like on. It's just like the wrong way round. Yeah, it's like the wrong way round. What the fuck? I don't think it's broken. If I ever like... Have I just broken it? I don't think I've broken it.
Start. 65 offense. Penalties 5 yards. Second down.
It's too low. It's too low. And if I extend it all the way out, it's gonna break. It's too low. It's too low. I can't like attach it. I need it to be higher. Yeah, chair's made out of plastic though. It's already loud. Like I can like lean back and it makes a ton of noise. Let me try it on the chair. But have I got anything like a windowsill or anything? Or like an end of a... no, the bed's a bit too low as well. This is a conundrum, guys. Can't put it on like end of this. No. What about in here? Oh. Hold the phone. If I have my door open over here, let's try this out. I appreciate it. trying to improve the overall quality together. This is just a filler episode because this game has slowed down tremendously.
Low, and that won't make it. Return is on. Up to the 20-yard line. Great tackle, Burrell. Still to the 20, 25.
Oh shit! No.
Excellent return by Devin Burrell of Wroclaw, making the Lions pay for the missed field goal attempt.
Fuck yeah! Now this is taking a while, isn't it?
You almost gradually pump that football as opposed to trying to hit that long field goal. Great job by Burrell, breaking the tackle and just still having the wherewithal to get down the sideline. Got to about the 40-yard line. So a great starting field position for Wroclaw.
Right. What if?
49 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Wroclaw going to give him the 42-yard line. Even better.
Stand out like that.
Off into the tackle to start their drive. Vitale in the pistol formation. Zowski in the backfield. Gets the football. Coming around the right side. Following his blockers. Going to fight hard to get
Is that
at least
too much in
2 yards
frame?
on that play as the Prague line defense just corralled and led
Is
by
that in
White.
frame? I don't think that's in frame.
The outstanding cornerback.
It's not in frame. We have potential here, boys. we have potential here, fellas. Let me just try and hang it on the end. Do I have that elastic band thing that came with it? I don't even know if I do. Oh wait, yes I do. I do still have it. No, that's not. It's like a camera thing. Getting potential here, though. What if I just hang it off? Is it got the weight to support that? Not really. Not really. Let me try and reinforce it. Really gotta tighten this up.
Continues right now. Presented by Jakub.
Right, put that there. Because that's currently stable. But I need to do it like that, I think. Just hook it on. Just see if it can support the weight. I mean, it is supporting the weight. I don't think it's currently. Ah! There it is. It's maybe. Alright, we're fucking doing this, guys. We're getting this. We're doing this. This is gonna happen.
The European League football continues right now. Presented by Jakub.
I just need to support it. It needs a little bit more, a bit more shallow, maybe. Maybe just through here and just. No, it's not got a weight like the wooden trying to attach it to it in this cupboard. Let's have a look. Hold on. Let's see what you got. Yes. Short answer. Yes. Is that a multiple choice question, Khaled, or a single choice question? Right, that doesn't seem to have the stability, this wooden frame having this cupboard. We've just been ignoring this game for the last like 10 minutes because nothing has happened. It's just been 4 and outs while we try and improve the stream setup for the future. We're doing the future work, putting in the graft. Because I could put it like that, but it might be in the way. And again, it's just if it's too long, you know, the weight is too heavy over the clasp, and then the clasp breaks or the clasp like loses its grip. So it has to be more like this, you know. Yeah, nothing is happening in this game. We're all good. Like we need it to be like this, or like maybe like that. If it's too stretched out like this, it's not got the strength to deal with that. This game has been quiet. I really thought it would be a little bit more like either dominant.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, receiving team number 4.
Oh, there is a Titan in. See, Ricardo, that's why I know you're the man. Yeah, it's because it's like a flat disc, and the disc it doesn't have like a very big pressure point. Like it's round, but like the pressure point isn't very high. Like it's in a very, it's a bit too, you know.
Timeout, Prague. First of the half, 30 seconds.
We're gonna try the cupboard again. We're gonna try the cupboard again. That's what we're gonna do. Alright, that is as physically tight as it could possibly be. Like, that's in. If that ain't, like, nailed in. Incomplete. I swear I had like one of the, you know, when you can, with these parts, you can actually, you know, have the actual section that helps. I wish I had that. You know what? I'm actually oh my god, I knew I was an idiot. I bought a whole new wire for my hard drive because I couldn't find it. I've just found it. Brilliant. Well done, Matt. Good job, buddy. Could have saved yourself a ton of problems. Right, there's like my passport. This is just a fucking mess of me just going through cabinets and drawers, trying to find anything that could help tie this thing up. Maybe just tape. Yeah, that's like the it was like an elastic band thing, but I can't find it now. Which is just typical. Trying to see if it's like underneath something or like behind something. It's got to be somewhere, you know. It can't just be disappeared. I could manufacture one out of this random green wire. I don't know what it does. Exactly. It's a good game. Right, we're going to manufacture a wire. It's very dusty because it's just removed from the cupboard. Yeah, both teams have just been struggling on offense. It's really not been a great game. I have some zip ties. Oh, that's such a good call. I have some fucking zip ties. Why did I not think of zip ties? That's such a good idea. Right, how am I going to do this? If I do like rings, I think zip tie like rings. Just so we can like kind of balance. Really? Right, we put it like here and like here. Alright. Let's make another ring just to spread that weight distribution out. But we are looking good, guys. We are looking good. Elite level commentary here, guys. Only the best. Alright, put that there. Got that one there. That one already fallen off. Not a good start. Gonna have to go without it. Sorry if you can hear all of this rattling. Right, let's put it on this one instead. That one seems to have worked better.
If we got this defensive line performance all year from Prague, I guarantee you this defense wouldn't be.
I mean, it's currently holding.
In the round to Norwood, and they sniffed it out right away. No games. It's gonna be 4th and 5.
It's currently holding.
Excellent job by Bellerby.
Is it the most sustainable?
Now they were fooled once on a touchdown.
No.
Fooled that time. That's a good job also.
Is it currently doing the job though?
And making sure they didn't get out
Yeah, kind of is. Kinda is. I think we might have cracked the case, fellas. We've done it. We have not watched any of the fourth quarter, really. We've been trying to figure out the zip tie situation. But I mean, if it works, it works. And if you can hear me, hold on, let me like move this wire on away from my foot. So if I'm like, yeah, if I'm right here, right, talking like this.
30 of the second half, 30 seconds.
If I'm like watching the game where I'm on ELF Live, right, let's picture the scene. If I'm on ELF Live, I'm talking, I'm discussing with Nick and Silas, da 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 da. Can't really see that thing too much either, so. It does give the unprofessional vibe we have going on. And I've got two hands, which is new. Also true. I get a little overzealous when someone scores. I've got a built-in short. Life's good. Fellas, this game's been boring. we've done a whole stream setup stuff. Dug out my old frame and have zip tied my microphone to it. When I turn off stream, I will try and make it a little bit more like on. Like I'm gonna like have it zip all the way up. So I have no excuse. Oh, I could also zip tie the wire away. Because like the wire is really long. The wire, oh, actually, you know what? Because like the wire like clumps up. So what I'm going to do, right? What I'm going to do. Is like maybe zip tie the wire in half. Because the wire is quite long. Oh shit. I mean that's good actually, it sustains the damage. Oh no, Wildcat quarterback in? Oh no, don't worry. I thought the running back was standing at quarterback then. I was worried about Perkins. I ain't gonna lie though, like the fact that Wroclaw are not winning this game, like really convincingly, is a little bit surprising. I'm sorry if you're going to hear that horrid noise. I'm just going to throw that away. Apologies, everyone. And now that I've got two hands, I've started pulling zip ties and making horrible noises. So I do apologise. Perkins again under pressure. See, that's the thing, the offensive line is still poor. Perkins has looked capable. Prague defense, fine. Prague offense, yeah. Yeah, it's facing my way currently. If I speak over here, I'm pretty sure it's worse, obviously. But, like, it should be fine from here. Like, I think it's okay. I'll have it, like, in my peripherals so that it should be fine. This feels good, man. This is different. I haven't had this in years. Oh, Perkins just slinging it. Nothing. Incomplete. Incomplete. Fourth down. You know, Lion Man, they really do. If anyone here of watching has contact with Prague, call me. Call me, Prague. I can help you. Fly me out, and I'll be able to give you anything you want. Yeah, maybe actually. What if I like? All right, hold on. Let me try this. What if I turn my microphone decibels up? If I turn my up to like 170. Is that like significantly better, significantly louder? Because I've turned the decibels from like plus 3.5 to plus 4 point. Because I'm not a very loud person, and my computer is quite quiet anyway. So I have it on plus 4.6 decibels, I think it was. So hopefully that makes it a little bit louder. Because even when I'm doing my editing, I do turn my voice up. I might try a little bit more. Oh, my eyes. Still going. Right, let me keep turning it up. I'm gonna just go 200%. That's what I'm gonna do. Alright, so it's now 6 decibel difference. Should be about 200% of what my normal like output is. Usually I'm running about 130, 150. So this should be a pretty good change, or a pretty big change. I think the audio in the background's alright. I think I liked that suggestion. That was a good suggestion of like having the game audio in the background. Because when I was looking back at one of the streams, I was like, yeah, this is quite, you know, have just my voice and you can't hear the referee calls, you can't hear the fans. I agree. It wasn't the best quality, but it's definitely better. I think you guys can hear the desktop. You should be able to hear the desktop. Ooh. Prague defense locking up though. Prague defense locking up. I'll talk about it on the power rankings tomorrow. But Prague defense is good. I've been saying this a while. I'm glad it's finally kind of showing that it does have potential. Yeah. I mean, is the audio quiet? Like, is it? Yep. I mean, shit. Huge win. We got a zip tie microphone. This is revelation. A revelation. Oh, Matt, yeah, it's going deep. Oh, incomplete. When I'm doing my evals, though, I'll probably have to try and find a way to extend it out a little bit longer, just so this isn't like covering my face. I think you got spot. Yeah, we got a huge win. I mean, to be fair, if you're watching the game, or also at the same time me, can't really see my face too much anyway. Like, you know. Unless you're listening to me like the radio, I suppose. Like, I'll do some stuff off stream, and I'll turn it up. I do kind of know how to do it. But if it is... Yeah, if it is a problem, I'll definitely turn it up. I don't know if you're here still, Khaled. But, yeah, that's what we were talking about yesterday. And also on chat, like, if you play in a league, then you're always going to be... Like, the teams go through the same players quite a lot. You'll see, like, I mean, look at a bunch of the German players, like Benji Barnes, been like 6 different teams. Once you're in the league, teams know about you, but teams are very bad at scouting outside the league. Full starts. I think the teams that are best of scouting outside the league are probably the ones that have AFL teams, like the Raiders, like the Vikings. The Raiders aren't great with the, you know, with some of their decision making at imports. But in general, they're pretty good. I disagree with some of that signings they made this year. I think they were too late on some of the offensive line moves. You know, they were last on their quarterback, and they, you know, have sorted that out maybe within Cozy.
After about a 2-yard gain by a host of Panthers.
I'm surprised that they went back to a running back with Tyrese out. I'm surprised they went back with Zero. Because Zero wasn't doing great when he was on the field. And they do still need offensive line. You can have as many running backs as you want. If the offensive line's bad, they're not going to win. Not like on it. It's all through OBS. I'm recording on OBS. So OBS is up. The microphone's up 200%. I think also it's just kind of a quiet mic. Oh, big sack. You absolutely will. This again. This is everywhere. A few of the Polish people and like people within Wroclaw, like, you got to make an eval on this. And I knew I had to. But I made one in Kacper, so I had to wait a while. But this is definitely deserving of a video. For sure. You'll stay in the league. Absolutely. Something does happen. Because teams will, you know, see the rosters. And then they'll... Oh yeah, good point. Let me just try this. Is that quite a lot louder? Let me know if this is quite a bit louder. Oh my god, Perkins running for his life. Ton of pressure. O-line, man. O-line. Yeah, teams will look at... Look what happened with the Kings, bro. That's a great case study. The Kings fell apart. Then AJ got picked up. William got picked up. Cunningham got picked up. Like a fucking ton of Kings got picked up. So. Did they touch the ball? Did they touch the ball? It's flags. It looks like they got possession of it, so I think they're all right. But that was nearly a very bad mistake.
Player of the kicking team downfield prior to the kick. Penalty is 5 yards from the end of the play. Turns out Wrocław.
There we go. Wrocław get the ball back. I'm glad I was finally saying Wrocław correctly too. No, it took a while for me to get that. Look at the Rams too. Rams not so much. Kings are more of a case study than the Rams, because the Rams didn't have as many talented players as the Kings did. But they had a couple. Zach Blair, Tyrese Johnson-Fisher, Noah Allison. He's such a good corner, Allison. He's in Stockholm again, but he could play in ELF. Damn, why isn't Noah Allison back? Actually, no, I do know why Allison's not back in the ELF. He's doing education. And then Timmy Nuka, he was at Wrocław last year. He's back in the Swedish league, but Sweden's just ended. Oh my god, Sweden's just ended. Oh man, Prague need to jump on that. Those guys need to jump on that. Yeah, AJ was on the Kings. William James was on the Kings. There was a ton of great Kings. And they weren't a great team, but like they had some good players. My boy Daniel Docal was on the Kings. Antti Darble was on the Kings. Dion Enrique was on the Kings. Like, this is, you know, over the course of their lifespan rather than just that 1 year. But there was a bunch of good players in the Kings. This has been surprisingly close. I really expected them to be a lot more convincing.
down to the 2-minute warning here
They certainly have not been.
in Olympic Stadium in Wroclaw. 14-3, Panthers on top. As we hit the 2-minute warning,
This is
2-minute warning.
timeout.
Yep.
take a timeout. We'll be back.
Yep. So they can get a bunch of guys. There's a few guys in Austria I like when Spain and France have a good. France is kind of still France have ended. So like Spain season ended at the perfect time. The France season ended at a good time, even though most of the great players in France are already playing for the Musketeers. But it does give other opportunities. But teams didn't really sign. There's so many players I have on my boards that like teams didn't sign. Sweden's just ended. Oh, what's up, Marcus? Yeah, what's the score now? Let me have a look. .48. How's Jade looked? Hold on. Jadrian Clark passed to Sven Berenbach? Is that real? Yeah, so I was actually approached 2 years ago. Maybe I shouldn't say it. I don't think I would name a name. It should be alright. I was approached by a rugby academy to like find athletes in American football. How weird is that? Like, not an American football academy looking for rugby athletes. A rugby academy looking for American football athletes. Now based in France. Mental. Got notifications on, man. That's why. Field goal. Pass Hill for 59 yards. Tonga again. Oh my god. Sergi again. So Tonga's got 4. Has Tonga got 4? I was very surprised. I got the call. I was like, who's this? They're like, oh, I heard you're a good European American football scout. I was like, I appreciate it. What team is this? They're like, oh, we're actually a rugby academy. I was like, huh? Oh, good game. It was not a convincing win, though. I know they're going to win now. They've just got the first down, and Prague is still 2 possessions down. But, man, this is not a crazy convincing win for the Wroclaw Panthers, right? Like, is anyone else kind of underwhelmed by the team? We have a list. Yeah, they're looking for youth athletes to play rugby. I have obviously a lot of work with Europe's Elite, so I already knew a lot of them. Five plays today, a lot more passing compared to 4 weeks ago. 2 Tonga. Well, you got like 4 touchdowns today, no? I agree. I think they did. But they cut Uribe. And from Uribe's Instagram post, he wasn't too happy about it. And that's public that he put down his Instagram with like his stats. But you know, stats don't tell the whole story, and that team wasn't great. But they scored 40 against Prague. Prague do have a good defense, and Wrocław's defense only expected. You know, they only give up 3 points. Yeah, I was expecting a lot more. More Russians, not. Yeah, agreed. Season of wrap for Wrocław, agreed. It all started with a snap judgment release of Duncan, went downhill from there. Yeah. I was talking to other people in other organizations. And they were like, oh, you know, we would have cut him too. You know, like we agreed with the decision. I was like, that's surprising. So teams within the league did agree with the Wroclaw Panthers. And I like Matt Yais. I was really, really not hot on him before the season. Because if you remember, they cut was it Sexton? They cut Sexton before the season, bought Matt Yice in, and I was like, oh well, they didn't have a great quarterback in anyway, and they bought him another not great quarterback. But then Matt Yice proved me wrong. He was pretty damn good. Possibly, I've heard it from both sides. Like, some people say that Duncan wanted to leave, some people said that Voshtav wanted him out. Which one? Oh, Epler. Yeah, me too.
That was the European League of Football, presented by Gospel.
Well, he might not be done, you know. He might come back to some team. He was very good. I think he's better than Ben Holmes. My opinion. I mean, who would use him? Epler wise. Like what quarterback would you swap him out for? Let me think. I would try to think what team. That's what. Yeah, man. We talked about that a little bit earlier. Next week's matchups when this game was pretty boring. And there's some good matchups. Also, the Surge versus the Raiders could be a good one. But in Throners versus Prague, I am so streaming that game. Fire game is close with Frankfurt. I'll tune in for the end of the year. It's how the other organizations for the sorts of teams. Yeah. Duncan, right, so Duncan was good at Madrid, but last game against Fire, he wasn't very good. Also, the Fire do have a really good defense. There's a lot of celebrities that buy soccer teams. I mean, JJ Watt owns Burnley. Like, what the fuck? Well, like, partly owns Burnley. Tom Brady owns, like, part of Birmingham, which is just weird. Ryan Reynolds? You mean, like, Ryan Reynolds? Oh, they've just scored again? 55 when they get a PAT. I mean, the Centurion, like, I opened up the Centurions game video by saying, look, Centurions season last year was weird. This year it's worse. Centurions went downhill massively. Because I highlighted in Chad's video, you know, they had all these good talented players that just, for one reason or another, Cologne couldn't really win. Yeah, Ryan Reynolds. That team's in Wales too. It's in the middle of fucking nowhere, Wrexham. Take Glenn out now, I think. You know, you're up. You know, take Jay out, take Glenn out. Just coast. Cologne 1-4. Tough. Who are Cologne gonna like drop down to? Because Cologne can't really drop that far. We get an influx of viewers in now also at the end of the stream, which is tough. I appreciate everyone for dropping in. We're not ending it just yet, but I'm tuned into the Ryan Fire game to see the end of that one. Marlon Sean looks like he's fitting in good. Marlon Sean's such a good cornerback too. Oh, they already got Jadrian out, right? Right. Hopefully, I think Sergio scored, so then they probably got Glenn out too. Just rest him up. Don't need to, you know, get anyone injured when you're up by 50. Pretty good crowd there. I know they played at that stadium, I think, last year. Same game, same stadium. Here we go. That's Ryan Fire, baby. I need to look at the stats after this game. See if they got their passing game back up to speed. Did we know the fall of Hamburg and Barcelona? Because you're doing Frankfurt. Yeah, I would, but Frankfurt never soared as high as Hamburg and Barca. Like, I would, but Barcelona were one of the best teams in the league, and so were, you know, Hamburg went to 2 straight championship games. Whereas Frankfurt have always just been owned by the Rhine Fire.
There's nothing there.
They didn't win their first championship, so maybe they did. Actually, what am I talking about? They definitely saw it as high. Yeah, maybe that could be a good one then. It's a good idea. Yeah, what am I thinking about? They won a fucking first championship. Didn't soar as high, Matt. Idiot. See, that's why I get that one dude. So I wasn't really going to talk about it because I didn't want to give the person attention. But it was so funny to me. I was telling everyone how gassed I was. I had someone make a fake account just to hate on me. I was so happy. And that sounds really odd. But I was like, oh man, I'm finally like big enough to have people like hating on me. It was great. Where was it? Like I sent it into my group chat, and it was just like a GIF of like my head and my hand, like the head and hands meme, because they put like Bressing knows nothing, and I was like, oh, how am I gonna come back from this? It was great. Vorsav officially 14-3. Such a weird game. You left live. Good question. It's later. It's later. Because Nick's back in Portland. And I was at a gender reveal party yesterday. So I need to catch up on some of the games that happened this weekend. Yeah, but then Vienna fans, some Vienna fans, not all Vienna fans, are like, oh, when's the disrespect going to end on the Vienna Vikings? When people have them ranked like second in the league. Oh, I've seen so many things like, oh, the disrespect on Vienna. So you rank second, that's not disrespect. I think so. Yeah, because Portland is literally like, I think 6 or 7 hours behind, and obviously I'm 1 hour behind. It's in Germany, like the production is in Germany, so I'm 1 hour behind the production team, and then Nick's in Portland, so he's like 5 hours, 6 hours behind me. So we had to do it a bit later, otherwise it would literally be like 4 in the morning for Nick. So we're doing it a bit later. I think he's back in Europe next week. Yeah, I don't really know why. Hello, everyone. Where the fuck have you been for like the whole stream? There was like, me and Cardo and SH just setting up this new microphone for like 2 hours. In the last 10 minutes, we've got like 10 people. So where's everyone been for the last while? The Raiders Twitch show probably... Oh, they do a Raiders show? That's pretty cool. Yeah, I can imagine. Like, I've never been on a plane ride that long. Was it like we got, I imagine, fly from, well, was in Schwabisch. So I imagine he goes to somewhere in Germany, airport in Germany, probably flies to Boston, maybe, or New York, maybe Florida. And then from one of those airports to Portland, maybe. I know sometimes they go from like Boston to Colorado to then go to Portland. Either way, man, that's brutal. I'm terrified of flying, so I'm not making that trip. The longest flight I've ever been on was 4 hours, and even still I was struggling on that one. That's to Tenerife. It's alright, Marcus. Not to worry. Don't need to be worrisome. It's all good. We're watching a fire game now together anyway, so it's all big hit, 4th down. See, I've never been to America, so Seattle to Amsterdam, that's so long. I've always wanted to visit Seattle. I feel like Seattle would be good. That would match my vibe. Jeez, though. Seattle to Amsterdam. I've flown from I flew from Bristol to Amsterdam. And that was about an hour and a half. That's great. Because I don't like flying. Well, I've been to Amsterdam. I've been to Copenhagen. I've been to Vienna. I've been to Tenerife. I've been to Barcelona. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There you go. Good job, man. You deserve a drink. You've been through the most shit of like any of the analysts. Because like Alex kind of supports the Vikings. Nick kind of supports the Surge. Silas, he's with guards and mercenaries as well, but he can kind of go between any of them because he knows so many people. I don't really have a team, but like, Okay, I'll get to you in a minute. Sign the night, 808, land of Germany. Oh my gosh. That's why they got to get the Concorde back, man. My granddad worked in the Concorde. Yeah, I mean, they got Surge next week, so that's going to be tough. And a lot of people live in Bristol, Canada. This is the 10th biggest city in the UK. Cultural city, too. I'm not sure if you've ever been to Bristol. I mean, you have. Have you? I feel like you'd like Bristol if you let yourself like Bristol. Like, we got a lot of street art. That's where I got a lot of my influence from. Degan Gomez's poster is British street art. Like, Banksy's from Bristol, The football clubs are shit. But the rugby clubs are really good. Oh, that's a really good run. And you went to Nottingham. Like, that's way worse. And I said Nottingham. I know you're going to say, don't say the Nottingham name. You should come to Bristol. Bristol is a good city. Like, I've been around Europe, but Bristol is a very nice place. It's very it's very artsy, which I think kind of fits me quite well. Yeah. I think, to be honest, he might be commentated by the first half. You got Viking, Surge, and Paris. Rapid Vienna, I bought my friend when I used to work in the school. He had like a bar, so I bought him like a Rapid Vienna like scarf. Guy charged me fucking €20 for it. Tried to get me to buy a jersey too. I was like, obviously I don't speak German. And you go to one of these markets and stuff, and they see you're an Englishman, or they see you're not Austrian, they're gonna charge you more, obviously. And I was like, I'll just have a scarf in English. He understood English. I was like, do you speak English? Yeah. Can I have a scarf, please? Yes, that'll be €20. I was like, I know you're overpaying me, but like €20 for a scarf, whatever. Like, and he put like a jersey in a bag too, and he was like €90 for the jersey. I was like, no, I don't want to buy the jersey, man. He was like, yeah, you do. I was like, no, I don't. Like, take it out of my damn bag. Yeah, get some Taco Bell, man. You do you. You've had a long day. No, I haven't been in a game. Marcus, you think I've got €70, bro? You think I've got €70? We were saying about this earlier, me, SH and Ricardo. I do not make money off of the stuff that I do. I don't make money off of the shows. I don't make money off of the YouTube channel. I make like maybe every now and then a team will pay me for scouting, but like I'm like a mercenary. Like I've had one-time deals with a couple teams in Germany or Sweden, where I send them my boards and stuff. But I don't really get paid. I'm doing this for the love of the game. Maybe I might need to do a Football Manager run in Austria. Yeah, because Red Bull got a team over there that are pretty good, but they've won a few, right? But people don't really like the Red Bull clubs. But Austrian football's fun. I know. I did a FM save with a Czech team once. Who was it? No, not yeah. It was a Czech team. It was Slavko Football Club. It was great. 1,600 to 2. Fuck me. Let me have a look. If I wanted to go to like, let me go on EasyJet. So if I wanted to go watch Prague next week against the Andronas, watch one of the teams win. So if I went return from, let's say, Bristol, because Bristol's got a pretty decent airport, to Prague. Like next week. What is it? 7th. It's about 100, oh damn, then when I come back on like the same day. It's about 250 quid. So it's not like, it's not expensive in terms of comparison, but it's still pretty expensive, like one and back. Yeah, true. Yeah, they did a real one in the Euros. England through to the semis, but like with the most boring team in the world. So I watched the tape. That pass that went just over your fingertips. Unfortunate. But you got like 6'9" arms. How are you letting balls go over your fingertips? Is that just a zone coverage thing? How much is a zone coverage thing? Does it look like you came down onto the cover 2, which knowing Barcelona Dragons and their love for cover 2? Makes sense. I can't drive either, so I got a train. That's a good point. How much is a train to like Dusseldorf? I know they do trains, but the trains are expensive. Like when I was looking to go to Amsterdam, it was pretty mad expensive. Dusseldorf. If I go next week, and then I'll return, I don't know, Tuesday. I gotta go from St. Pancras though. Hey, you know what, right? I was serviced by a bus. I don't really want to get a bus to Germany, but like 250 quid for a train to Germany is not that bad. I feel like that'd be pretty fun. You know, just going through Germany on a train, that'd be kind of dope. Maybe that's just me. Yeah, try trains in England, bro. Try trains in England. I went from Bristol to Loughborough, so I had to go from Bristol to Birmingham, and then Birmingham to Loughborough. That cost me £200. Yeah, that was tough. That was a damn good throw. That was by the backup too. He looked pretty damn good. Well, like Canada will be able to testify, the train system in the UK is awful. Unless you get underground in London, which is pretty good. Like the underground in London is really good. Except it's expensive. But like trains outside of London are fucking awful. Yeah, that's mad. I took a trip, well, Khaled, remember when we went to the Netherlands? Did you take the trains, did you take the bus to the Netherlands? Because I did. We went all the way through France, through Belgium, and then into the Netherlands. I went back to that field though. Oh shit. Ryan Fire still moving the ball? Yeah, I basically just started talking to everyone and watching it, kind of watching the game in the background. But me and Khaled played together on the national team. I still have the helmet. The helmet is like, let me get the helmet. I got all my medals. I got my medals attached to it, Khaled. No hard feelings. But a pretty dope helmet, I must say so myself. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's a cool helmet.
for Ryan Fire on side of the field.
Yeah, I had to pay. My uncle's mechanic, and they required us to have white helmets, and I only had a silver one because I played at Pride. So I got him to spray it with like the stuff that makes cars, like how you spray a car, and it works so well. Like it works so well. That paint is like brilliant. I played a whole game and barely got a scratch. Yeah, that game was long, and we got beaten the brakes out of because our offense was terrible. But it's crazy because in that game we have like so many players that went on to do stuff. That does not count. Like Toby was on that team. He's now in ELF. You're now in ELF. Palo was in college in Mexico. George Reynolds is now the tight end coach on the NFL Academy. Leo's in the Enthroners. It's a really good team. Joe Cassidy played for the Dresden Monarchs. That's a really good team. But that Dutch team was also really good. Yeah, like that was so like I haven't really wrapped a helmet before because I haven't needed to. But when people show me the wrapped helmets, there's like scratches everywhere. You can see the paint. I mean, look at fucking Will Lytle's helmet, scratched as shit. But like my one is perfect. And granted, I only played one game in it because I didn't want to like scratch it too much because it's a pretty damn cool helmet to have as a memoir. Also, I've got the one up there you can see, which is my Speedflex. But I've worn Speedflex probably 10 times. I think I've worn one game, probably 10 practices. Kind of a waste of money, I can't lie. Oh man, they shouldn't have cut Dijon. Light work. Ryan Fire making this look easy. A lot of blowouts this week. A lot of blowouts. That's a great pass. Let me have a look at the official ELF scores. This one's definitely been a slow weekend. Now, there was a couple of good games, but definitely, like today, there was a kind of a lackluster group. Like, there was 8 points, that's one possession. So there's 2 games decided by one possession, which ain't great. Yeah, so I have my helmets, because I feel like that's cool. My pads, I bought off of a friend, and I sold them back to him this year. Which is not very safe, but he's playing for the Apache. He just wanted to play again. So he bought the pads back off me, so I don't have my pads anymore. But I have like both the helmets I used. When I was at Pride, I used to have like a really old shit Riddell helmet. Obviously, I didn't keep that because it was owned by the team. But yeah, that thing was awful. That's a really nice throw. Like the spiral wasn't that tight, but like it was in the right place. Holtco with 2 today. Glenn got what, 3 or 4? Dargan as well. One of the best backups in the league. There's a lot of really good German quarterbacks. Like that's the mad thing. There's like a lot of really good German quarterbacks. A lot of these could tear up GFL 2 teams. Absolutely. Like I know Rodney loves Cisse, but like I have Cisse below Dargan or like Heinrich in Surge. I always liked the thinner shoulder pads. I was really not a fan of bigger shoulder pads. I don't know, it just made me feel really bulky. Like skinny. Like it made me feel like I was really small. It was weird.
2-3 Hamburg Sea Devils.
Yeah, they've had nothing. Cologne have had nothing. But it's weird because I still feel like they would beat Milan, Indronas, Prague. Even though they're 4-1, I still feel like they beat Milan. They still beat Prague. They still beat the Mercs. You know, there's a lot of teams they still beat, even though they're not a very good team. They're definitely the worst of the middle. This is a blowout.
Clark all just having a good old sport on the stadium. Watching this game.
What for, like points scored or like the distance between scores? Because Hamburg put 70-0 on the Istanbul Rams a couple of years back. I think that's the biggest one. It's 70-0. I don't think they'll make it to 70. But the league record, I believe, is that. This has been a really short stream. Like that Lions versus Panthers game was like over in a flash. We watched the entire fourth quarter and we're not even at 3 hours yet. We've went over like 3 hours for one game several times. You mean Berlin Thunder we went over 3 hours, Surge Ravens 3 hours. Musketeers Galaxy went in 3 hours, like weird, sure. And of course I'll have the power rankings out tomorrow. I'll probably, get off stream with here. Eat. Do the power rankings. Just the order. Get all the editing kind of in place. And then record tomorrow morning. Should have that out. Like I said, Marcus and other people who might not have been here before. I'm going to film the intro and the outro on my phone. And then the middle part where I'm like in the bottom of the screen, I'll just film on my laptop. Otherwise, that's why sometimes they come out on a Tuesday. Because the file is so big, it'll take 5 hours to render. So I'd rather get it out. It's only a small, I know higher quality would be better. But like it's only a small part. And I feel like it's worth it. If I can then get that out a bit quicker. And then start doing the research for Diego Gomez. So you don't have to wait 2 weeks for every eval. That's the thought. Because once I can get it out by maybe 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. And I can spend the rest of the day just looking at Diego Gomez tape. I'm just going to run the ball out. It should be the end of this one. I doubt we'll see much more from this game. Seems like we're just going to fizzle off. Oh man, what I do for a PC. But I would like a PC just to do editing and work and stuff. But like a laptop is good for like scouting because I need to be on the move and stuff like that. But my laptop is so shit that it cannot be not plugged in. If I unplug it now, it'll die. So I got my cable from my microphone, got the cable to my second screen, I got the cable for charge, and I got the cable for my hard drive. If any of those basically come out, I'm fucked. And it blue screens a lot. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, I like a laptop. Now, this laptop also used to have touchscreen. It doesn't anymore. Well, it does, but it's broken. But it used to have touchscreen, which was so good for Photoshop. Like, it was so good having like all the early EE Britain stuff I did on this basically a lot of that was on touchscreen. But it broke about 2 years ago. It was very sad. But my graphics are still fire, so. My graphics are so damn good, I can't lie. I'm looking at the DGAN one, it's so nice. And then the Chad one's cold. The Pablo Arreo one might be one of my favorite of all time. Catspa's one is real good, but that Pablo one, so clean. It's like a fucking movie poster. 100 passing touchdowns for Jadrian as well. So Jadrian and Zach both get 100 touchdowns in the same game, like same day. That's awesome. That's real cool. PC burns. Wait, maybe I get both. I will become a millionaire off of YouTube streaming to 7 or 9 people. I'll buy a laptop and something like that. I tried to do Patreon and I tried to do Ko-fi, but then like it wasn't really hitting. Like people didn't really care about it. What, because I'm a Brett Coleman stan. Brett Coleman has like positional rankings he has that are locked behind like a paid thing, like a Patreon. He has like positional rankings in stuff like the draft, which would be interesting, like off-season rankings. When I get to 3,000 watch hours, apparently I can start putting like paid messages in chat, but again, it feels kind of beggy, you know what I mean? I don't want to beg people for money, obviously. Like, I'll give the option to if people want to, but I'm not going to ask people to support the channel financially. But when I get to 4,000 watch hours, I can start making ad revenue, which, again, on my videos will be pennies, but pennies are better than nothing. But I need another about 2,200 watch hours. I need that much more. So these streams get about 20 hours to 25 hours. Oh my god, the Ryan Fire get the ball back again. Was he touched? Was he even touched there? Was that just an easy touchdown for him? Light work. And Jim doesn't even care, right? I know Jim cares, but Jim's just like, yeah, cool. Was he downed? I don't know if he was downed, No, I get it. I appreciate it. If I get anything with the ELF or anything with like a permanent residence with the team, that'd be great. And I can still do this. It'd be awesome. In an ideal world, I am a scout for a ELF team. Also do analysis for ELF, like ELF Live. And then I also make these videos. Because I like making these videos. That would be perfect world. Alright, they're going to kneel the ball out as well. Which makes sense. A very fun weekend, guys. Very fun. Enjoy it. Every time I enjoy these streams. Even the ones that are like blowouts. Because, jeez, 62-9 is insane. Now I can do the power ranking order. I'll do some movement because we had a few weird wins this week. And we had Helvetic won, Milan lost, but you know, do you put a 4-3 team below a 5-1 team? So I go off momentum, as I say in the power ranking, so I might just give it to the Helvetic. People are gonna be so pissed about that, but why not? That's the end of the game. 62-9. That was very similar to the last game, right? What was it? What was the one last year in the same stadium? Because I put that at the intro of my... Oh, it was 62-3 last time. 62-9. So you could say improvement. You could argue improvement. Technically. Right then, gentlemen. Oh, see you guys there. I know you can always DM me or on Instagram or Twitter. If you're here, you probably already do. So you're all good. Let's end the poll as well. People said Wroclaw are going to win. Wroclaw did win. It's been up way longer than the game has been. But we still have the views. Yeah, that was a whooping. Surprisingly close Wroclaw game now. I really thought they'd do better. It's going to be a weird power rankings this week, guys. I think we'll have quite a lot of movement. Last week we had pretty much no movement. And now I think we'll get quite a bit. Like I said, Wroclaw go up. They go down. Yeah, so I'll see you all tomorrow. I'll save some of it for the video. I don't want to spoil all the spoilers. So yeah, thank you guys, everyone. Thank you for helping set up my microphone, SH and Ricardo. Thank you all for popping in. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the power rankings. I'll see you guys hopefully on ELF Live. And see you for the rest of the week. Goodbye, everyone. See you later. It's alright.